Masechet Batra, Kuf Ayin Vav Amud Aleph, 5 lines down. Hotzi Elav Ktav Yedo Shu Hayav Lov, a lender produces a document that has the borrower's handwriting on it. We said earlier that you only collect from unliened properties. What if the handwriting was already pre-authenticated in Bedin? Does that mean it's like a full loan document and therefore they'd be able to collect from liened properties? No, still, even if it's pre-authenticated, you still only collect from unliened properties. We have a Braita Mishnah that says there are 3 types of gitin that are pasul. But if she still remarries and she has a child, it's not a mamzer, it's a kasher child. These are the gitin. If the husband has a get written in his own handwriting, but there's no witnesses. Yesh alav edim ve'en bozman, or a get that has witnesses but no date. Yesh bozman ve'en bo ela a get that has a date but only one witness. Instead of la kasher, there are 3 getting that are not supposed to be used, but if they're used and the woman remarries, the child is kasher. Rabbi Elazar says, if there's no witnesses at all, but he gave it in front of edim, kasher is kasher. And then you also collect from a unsigned document. If you put it in front of edim, you can use it for liened documents, properties. So we see from here, even if you have edim on a delivery without edim on the shtar, on the document, boom, full document, full power, and you can collect from liened properties. Where it says Shani Hatam, no, Gitin is different. The Mishmat Ktibahu de Nafshet, because at the time of writing the document, he already made himself have the lien. He just did it with witnesses watching it instead of writing it. But meaning from the writing of the get, he already made the lien. And therefore that's why it worked, even though it was given only in front of Edim. But generally, if there's no Edim on it, then there's no lien given. The Mishnah said that if a guarantor appears on the document after the signatures, it does not not good enough guarantee. If the name the guarantor's commitment appears before the signatures, you can collect from lien properties on the guarantor. Is after unlien properties. Other times Rav would say even before the signatures, only unlien properties. Kasha Rav Sira on Rav on himself. Versus La Kasha is not a stira. The second case, only unliened properties. Even if his signature is before the other signatures, the katabe ploni arev. If he specifically wrote that he's the guarantor. In the first case, where it's liened properties, katabe u ploni arev. He wrote, and this guy is the guarantor. Says no matter what, always unliened properties. Even if he wrote and. Mativ Rava asked the question, if witnesses are signed on the greetings on a get, right? Sometimes on the get they would write greeting. The husband wants to send regards or a message. Pasul, the get's pasul. Because maybe they only signed on the greeting, but not on the actual get. Rabbi says, told me personally, if the greetings are writing, ask about so and so, or say so and so to something, then the get's pasul because the signatures are on that, possibly. Ushilu kasher, but it says and write the regards and write something about it, then it's kasher because because it has an end, they were signing on the get and the greetings. So how can Rabbi Yochanan argument say that is and doesn't count? Because it's a case where there's no vav, there's no and. Same halacha as Rav. So why would you need 2 separate things? Rabbi Yochanan and Rav. The Gemara says, Ema v'chena Rabbi Yochanan is true. Rav agrees to Rabbi Yochanan, and that's why we change the halacha to the wording to and Rabbi Yochanan said to say that he agrees with the Rav. Maaseh b'alefnei Rabbi Yishmael case came before Rabbi Yishmael in the Mishnah that said a guarantee after the loan happened does not count. A banana says, sorry, it counts, and a banana says it doesn't count. So a case that even though Rabbi Yishmael praised Bananas for his halacha and his knowledge of mammon laws, halacha kamoto the halacha like Rabbi Yishmael. Ibadu asked the question, what would Rabbi Yishmael hold in the case of the guy who's getting harassed or strangled? Does that count as a good guarantor or not? Tashma, he wasn't sure. He wasn't sure whether or not it's good enough. Halacha Rabbi Yishmael in that case or not? And he argued with theirs. Is that he said that in there he would say he's chayav. The guy, it's a good guarantor, even though he said it after the fact. Tashma, they said it. Halakha Rabbi Ishmael Achman and Hanuk, Halakha Rabbi Hanuk, even halachas like Rabbi Ishmael, that it's a good guarantee, even if he's just trying to save his friend, and he would be on the hook for that loan. Marvi Damar Shmuel, Hanuk, if the guy has become a guarantor to save someone else who's being harassed or strangled, the Kanumidon Lady Kinyan, Mishtabed, then he's chayav on that loan. It sounds like in general, you don't need a kinyan to become an arev. You don't have to make a formal acquisition in the loan, right? So if this guy is doing a kinyan to get the loan, a person who's guaranteeing should do a kinyan as well to become part of that process, part of that acquisition that they could get the money from him. Upliga de Rav Nachman goes against Shmuel. Amar Rav Nachman holds Arev de Bedin hudlo kinyan. Only a guarantor to the court does not need a kinyan because Bedin is making that kinyan form, making him chayav. Haba ama ba'i kinyan. But Rav Nachman says, in general, a guy does not need a kinyan. The halacha is Arev. Arev b'shat matan ma'ot lo ba'i kinyan. A guarantor who does at the time of the money giving to the borrower does not need a kinyan in general. If he's joining to become the guarantor after the money is given, ba'i kinyan doesn't need kinyan. Arev de Bedin lo kinyan, but a regular guarantor of court is not in a kinyan. And the last line we'll save for the siyum. Mabruk, everybody. Let's keep pushing for Sanhedrin. If you want to join the chat, please text me 917-304-4632. A lot of fun and interesting stuff going there. Pushing ahead to new Masechet, very fun Masechet. Try to get guys. Mabruk, everybody, Masechet Batra.